All right. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I don't mind your editing. Okay.
Here we are, Mr. Greto. Finally in the
Hello.
flesh.
Here we are. I'm not invisible. I do exist,
Yes.
and
that-
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be on the Stars podcast,
Yes, finally. Your third
Our-
branch.
our creation that we've been talking so much about, and finally we're able to make it come to fruition
Yeah.
with the availability of Mr. Nic Sisti over here. Anyway, guys, without this guy, you guys should show your appreciation. If you're coming from the Greto Superstar reaction channel, this guy right here is putting in the work, the effort behind the scenes just to get this going. You should have seen it's been weeks just to get this
Yes.
going. So hopefully you guys are enjoying what he's putting out, and there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more.
Right.
I'm gonna be on it here and there, but you know, I got my channel. I got my other channel now, my Superstar Money channel. We
Yeah.
got the reaction channel.
Yeah.
But Nikki has so many ideas. So Nikki, what are we talking about today?
This is actually the first time we're seeing each other face to face. Well, virtually, but I guess we'll count this as face to face.
Yeah.
You know.
No, things will be changing soon. We
Yeah.
got the second dose of the vaccine now, so we're getting there.
Yeah. I'll probably get my dose by the end of the month, depending how quickly they push it, because I got it on the 12th. So I won't probably get it too soon. If I was around May 8th to May 9th, I probably would be getting it a lot sooner.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right now, I'm
It's
just
coming.
waiting.
It's coming for everybody. So I think by July for sure, most of us will have the second
Yeah.
dose. But it is what it is, and we are here, and that's all that matters, right? So we grow from
course.
here.
Of course. This is crazy. I've been dreaming of working with you since I was 23 years old.
Is it your birthday?
No, it was my birthday in May.
Ah, okay. And
So
now you're 24
now. Yeah, now I'm
There you
24
go.
now.
Well, your dream is coming true, I guess.
Yeah. Short-term dream. Now I'm living the dream.
There you go. So yeah, you're living the dream. That's the motto I love to live by too.
Of course.
I was watching the first episode. You guys did a great job. I enjoyed all your personalities. Cosmo gives you a nice little push in the butt, I guess, and
Oh, yeah.
I like that. You got to have the back and forth there, and then you
Oh,
got
yeah.
Dante. Everybody loves Dante.
Yes. Yeah. He just sits there and
He just sits there, looks cute.
yeah. Oh yeah. He attempts to look cute. He
Yeah,
attempts.
exactly.
Let's just say he attempts to look cute. And
Exactly.
it's just funny. It's just two styles, or actually three different dynamics between me, Dante, and Cosmo. All
Yeah.
of us are way out there when it comes to a certain subject.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny. All these polar opposites come up, and then they somehow mesh together.
It keeps it fresh, right? You guys aren't boring. You're not just sitting there monotone. You know what I mean? You guys have passion for your subjects, and
Of course.
that's what it is. And you got the host, the one and only Nic Sisti, with the epic background right there. You see, the
Oh, yeah.
epic background. I was gonna wear my headphones, like my big headphones I wear
Yeah.
in my reactions, but I'm like, I'm gonna sweat. It's like really hot in this room right
I
now.
know.
So
I'm kind of regretting wearing all black hoodie and sweats. So
So I went with the solo headphone, other headphone, rest in peace,
yeah.
under my car tire. But
yeah.
this does the job.
Yeah, we won't say, but I think Greto was walking down the street. It fell out of his ear and just got ran over.
Yeah. It was. I was going to load my car for work, and I had the headphones on top of my iPad, and fell off the iPad, falls on the floor. I pick up the case. Like, case is here, right? I pick up the case just like this. Had no idea. Get to work. My wife calls me. She's like, "Hey, you left your headphone on the floor in the garage." I'm like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Okay, it must have fallen out." And then she looks at it. She's like, "Oh, you're not gonna like this." Absolutely smashed. Absolutely smashed. So
I thought it just fell out of your ear. That's 10 times better.
it's not only did it fall out of my ear, I ran over it. I ran over my own headphone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible.
Imagine going to the Apple store trying to return it in exchange. So what happened to your AirPod? Oh, yeah, it got ran over. You know?
Exactly.
Shit happens, you know. How did it get ran over? Well, you know, I wasn't really paying attention. I had it on my iPad, pretending it was like a food tray, and it just slid right off.
That's pretty much exactly what happened, But they tell you that the iPad covers like grippy,
Yeah, bullshit.
You can't trust them. Like, I don't know. You gotta bring it to court or something like that.
It's a fucking lie.
But whatever, it's working. We're getting the job done here. Hopefully everything turns out when Nick's doing the edits. And that's all you can ask for, because we don't want to record this all over again, right?
No, I know.
You like my haircut? Look at this.
I love it. I got a haircut too.
See? We're fresh. We're fresh. I always show my audience my haircut. I don't know if they like it, but I don't really care because I like looking at it in the camera. Look at
yeah. Well, I've done that too sometime, yeah.
Pure illegal haircut, by the way. Can't tell who it is because, but...
Well, I won't say where I got my haircut from, but I'm pretty sure Doug Ford got an illegal haircut too, so...
Yeah, for sure. Like, how are you running the province without getting a haircut?
Exactly. At least Trudeau and, Mayor Tory, they're not getting any haircuts anytime soon.
Exactly.
They're showing the respect.
Exactly. So, what's going on? What are we doing with this channel? I want to know more about it. I want the guys, everyone watching wants to know what's this channel going to be? Is it just a podcast? What's going on?
Well, we got. I was talking to Sir Dante over there, and he's going to be racing, I think, in July in Bowmanville. So I'm probably going to stalk him with a camera.
There you go. So Dante does some go-karting, like super competitive go-karting.
Yeah.
And he said he might even do like POV or something, right?
Yeah.
Like you get a POV of it?
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah. And I didn't know he actually go-karted. I thought he was just like a pro Super Mario Kart gamer. He actually races on a go.
Yeah. And not too many people do that, right? So it's unique. Unique.
No, of course. I was thinking I should bring him some stuff to help him win the race. Like a few mushrooms.
Yes.
A few mushrooms.
Kart. Yeah. Some red shells.
Some red shells because they're automatic accurate to the person in front. A few banana peels. The star. Get him a little star so he just goes OP on everyone.
Star, I like it. Star pod, star.
There we go.
It just happens. It just happens sometimes.
I think we should try to print some stickers for Superstars and just put it all over his helmet and cart.
Yeah, he would love that. I think Dante would absolutely love that. He'd probably go like at least 10 times faster just by having stickers.
Oh yeah, just the endorsements.
Yeah.
The free.
So wait till we get the merch. Wait till you guys tell all your friends to watch, and then we got like the star merch, and stars are everywhere.
Yeah.
Trust.
Based on our first episode, we got a lot of likes.
Guys, smash the thumbs up. If you didn't smash the thumbs up and you watch this far, what are you doing? Why didn't you smash the thumbs up yet?
Yeah, you're watching another channel.
You got the Greto Superstar on the pod. Like Nick secured the bag. He got Greto Superstar on the pod. Second episode in, he's got me on.
Even better, I got Greto Superstar by thumbs away on the phone call.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So it's perfect. It would have been good if all four of us were together first episode, but it's fine. Things happen. But
listen,
it would have been. I think it was already chaotic enough with Cosimo and Dante. They're the co-hosts.
I think that these people, they just want to see some content, and that's what we're going to bring them. That's what the plan is. Bring you guys content about everything and anything. You want to see financials? We got the Superstar money. You want to see reactions? We got Greto Superstar. You want to see vlogs? You're going to have this channel here. You want podcasts? Just something to listen to while you're driving, while you're working out, while you're running. Listen to some sexy voices, Like you can get on the Stars pod. You got your host, Nic Sisti, right here. Killing it. He's got the radio voice. Don't you guys think?
Yeah, I'm killing the business already.
Yeah.
Already over 100 views on the first video. I know it may not be a lot to some, but it grows.
First video, 0 subs, you got 100 views. Come on.
No
I
theme
only
song
watched it 25 times. I only watched it 25 times.
Yeah, that's probably where the other 25 views came from.
Yeah, see, there you go.
It went from 80 to like 105 in a span of an hour, so I can just imagine that was Mr. Greto.
Guys, we don't even do bots here, okay? No bots. No bots allowed.
Nope.
This is all natural, all right?
I never worked with a channel that had bots.
Yeah, see, so he never worked for a channel with bots. But anyways, guys, I was thinking about doing some unboxings on this channel. I don't know if I could tell too much about it, but let me know what you guys think. It'll be very, very raw. Like, we're not even going to edit it. I'm just going to, like, buy it and then open it and give it to Nick to edit, and he's going to throw it up.
Perfect.
And that's it.
Perfect. What are we thinking?
Well, like, I have a really good, I have a passion for scented candles. And
hey, scented candles are the new unboxing.
Yeah, I think that's it's becoming big. Like a lot of people, they just follow scented candle channels on YouTube.
Yeah, honestly. What about unboxing some hats from Lids?
Oh, it's a little bit out of my price range though. Like I like those ones you can get like Dollarama.
Oh, you get the Dollarama hats, get the fake
Yeah.
ones, pretend that they're real.
Yeah, those are good. Like, but people want to see like what they can afford, right? Like some people, no one's going around buying like $100 hats here and there. Maybe they want to live through me, but guys, I'll show you the deals. Which ones you want to see? That's what we're gonna buy.
I was thinking, since I have some shoes, but I never actually spent the big bucks on them because I've been waiting for some sales.
Yeah.
I should if I do like a shoe collection video, I call it the budget shoe collection.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. What are you guys thinking?
I just bought some recent shoes and I waited for them to get on sale, and then I buy them.
Yeah, guys, that's the way to do it. By the way, none of this early drop and StockX, none of this stuff. Trust me, you want to save your money. Financial channel, and then sales. Those are
definitely.
Those are the two.
Yeah, of course. Have you been paying attention to the crypto recently with Bitcoin and?
I've been paying attention. I don't know if I could tell you guys which one I have. I'm supposed to make a video on it, but maybe we'll give the stars a little bit of an ins. But I've been dabbling. In a very, very risky crypto.
I haven't even touched Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin at 33K, and I'm just, do I want to put it in $1 and it goes right back up? Because I'm not losing or anything if I put in $1. Even if I put in $100, still not losing much.
Get your foot wet, right? So.
Oh yeah.
So what happened is I had an account in 2017 with a bunch of shit coins. I guess I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but anyway, some those coins that suck, right? Like no one buys them, and everyone was buying them back in the day just in case they were the next one to go, right? So kind of similar to like what's going on now, right? And surprisingly, they still were worth something when I went to check it, like this year when crypto started going off again. So I think I had about $1,000. Now I have no idea how to take it out, and I have I would have to watch like a YouTube tutorial how to move it from one place to another. But anyway, I sold all the cryptos. Like you can convert it. It was on Binance, so you can convert it into Binance coin when it's like a small coin, not worth a lot of money. So I converted it all into Binance coin. I'm like, now I got to do something with this. So I found a coin. And I'll tell you guys before I even throw it on my financial channel. So if you're here, you're listening to it first, right?
This is exclusive information.
Safe Moon is the coin I bought before Dave Portnoy bought it, okay? This guy copied me, but I just didn't get the video out in time.
Fuck Portnoy.
Safe Moon, he might ruin it, by the way. But I hope he sells it because then it's legit. But anyway, I threw all my money into it that I had in crypto, which is not even my money anymore. I consider it gone. It's been gone for 4 years.
Jesus Christ.
Took it all, threw it into Safe Moon at like, I think it was 0.000007 cents. So like five zeros and a 7. Now it's like 0.000004 cents. So it's been demolished already. But take this in because you probably don't know anything about it. But this is how it works. Anytime that somebody sells this coin, 10% penalty. So if I sell it, I lose 10%, right?
Jesus Christ.
But from that 10%, a portion of it gets burnt. So like it's gone forever. So that means that the supply is shrinking all the time. So as the supply shrinks, it technically becomes more valuable if people want it, right? Because there's less of them. Then the other half or another portion of it gets distributed to everybody who's still holding. So anytime somebody's selling right now, I'm getting a portion of their Safe Moons in my wallet. So my Safe Moon, I think I had at one point I must have had, I think when I first bought it, I had 159 million Safe Moons. Wow. Now I think I've gained around 2 million Safe Moons just by holding it for a month. So like from everybody selling when this sell-off happened. And the thing is like the big sell-offs is because at the beginning when this first came out, like people had big positions and now they're trying to cash in, right? So they're trying to sell off and take some of their earnings, which is fine. But I think as this waves go, if I hold it, it'll be worth it because I'm getting more and more of them over time. And that's what I like about it because I don't want to have to pay attention to this. I just want to get more and more of them over time and hope that one day somehow like this thing becomes legit and people want to buy it. But if it doesn't, it's nothing because I never really had this money anyways because I had no idea how to take it out.
So you're saying Save Moon's the way to go?
I'm saying this is not financial advice and I would never tell you what coin to spend your money on, all right? But for me, if you want to watch and see what happens, you can come over to the finance channel, which is Superstar Money, and I'll show you all about it. But I'm never going to tell you what to buy because I'm just telling you why I bought it.
We'll definitely put the link in the description we'll put the link in the description for that.
Subscribe. Subscribe here first though.
Yeah,
Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe here first and subscribe to Greto's other channels, of course. It's crazy. What made you want to start that kind of channel? Like a money or a crypto
Finance channel? Bro, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with finance, trust me.
You're just on the ball with all the updates with crypto.
I have, well, you know what, crypto, I can't say that I'm like a super crypto nerd, because I'm not. I'm more of like a stock and a savings kind of guy. Like I'm able to create wealth with my portfolios the way that I have them set up. And I plan on doing a lot about those over there eventually. But I've done a lot of research and a lot of learning, and it's finally time that and I've had money in the market, but I feel like now I'm finally structured based off of what I've learned, and I love it, and I just love talking about it and I love watching. That's all I watch. I watch YouTube, I watch finance, watch how people make money. That's it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with your main, most successful channel, Greto Superstar.
Hey, Greto Superstar. One of my favorite things that I ever did was start that channel.
Right.
So
how did that start? You know, because you've grown to almost 15,000 subs.
Yeah.
So you're at what, like 14,500? I think you're at right now.
Yeah. So I don't even look anymore, man. I don't even look at the number. I started it out, honestly, it was kind of what this channel is starting out as. So like I was putting up everything and anything, and I was with my buddy, and this is all pre-COVID, right? So I was with my buddy, and we're like, you know what, we work together. We're like, let's go on a break, let's film some stuff. Let's throw it up on YouTube, see what happens. And we were doing like Pokemon pulling and all these types of, card openings. If you go back in the channel, there's all kinds of stuff. Like we did like...
You were part of that trend of unboxing, like the Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh, like that whole genre.
We
of
did
unboxing.
it before Logan Paul, bro. This guy copied us. I'm telling you. Logan Paul copied us, and Dave Portnoy copied me. All right.
Mm-hmm. A few channels I could recommend you for unboxing. There's a few in the States that have gotten huge.
Like Lionheart and those guys.
Lionheart and those guys. There's even a Canadian from Toronto, Team Samurai X.
Oh, nice.
Who's gotten close to 250,000 subs.
These guys are huge, but it's big money, man. It's big money to do this. Yeah, you have to have like kind of success. But anyway, like it's fun. Like I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it when I buy. Like if I buy something, I'm gonna open it. I'll open it on here. Like so, like as we're getting back to your question, anyway, I started out like I watched YouTube. Like that's all I do. I watch YouTube all the time. I don't even watch TV anymore. Like unless there's like a sports game on or something like that. Never. Always YouTube. Always YouTube. Watching vlogs like back in the day, Shay Carl, like Jesse and Gina, PvP, like that type of thing. Back in the day. So I'm like, you know, I gotta get back to this community. Yeah. I gotta get back to this community because I've been like taking from it. Take. You gotta give back. Plus it's fun. Plus it's like something to do, right? So we started doing challenge videos. That's what I love. Like I think our first video ever was making a Pringles ring. We're making like a loop out of Pringles. And then we did like the Chubby Bunny. We did all those. So like if you go back on the Greto Superstar channel, there's tons. And I might throw some more up there if I come up with ideas. But
you definitely have 3 guys willing to jump in on these videos.
Yeah, which is
especially on this channel.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna get to. I was gonna say, you know what, like this channel here almost is like that channel started. That channel we started out like that because we didn't know what we wanted to do. We're like, let's just throw up some ideas, something that we think would be funny. So we did some sport. We have a Bro Olympics. We did Olympics between me and my buddy for
the Bro Olympics.
Yeah, the Bro Olympics.
I think we need a sequel to that, especially.
I think so too because I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated in the Bro Olympics. Yeah.
So but what were the games involved? Were they like the Olympics, or did you have your own twist?
So we did like sports. So we did a best of 7, and I think we ended up doing basketball, hockey. Soccer, like crossbar challenge, and mini golf we ended up having to do because we went to like game 5 or 6. And then we did basketball. We did basketball like it was like horse. We did hockey. It was like targets or something like that. I don't remember how many. There was either 5 or 6, but I smoked them. I wasn't even close.
Amazing.
But yeah, then so anyways, I did that. Then I get a comment on one of my videos. I don't even remember what video it was. I think I did like a reaction just because I saw reactions on, and I liked it. I enjoyed it, right? So I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me react to this. And I reacted to it. And someone commented like, you know, you should really react to Jollibee commercials. And I was like, what's Jollibee? I never heard of this. And I watched it and it blew me away. I was like, what the heck? Like their commercials are like soap operas. It's like a soap opera commercial. They like bring you one way. They bring your heart in this direction. You're like following along. Like I love this guy. I hate this guy. I love this guy. I hate this guy. Right? A drama. It was like a soap opera. So this thing starts. it starts and they trick you, man. I'm telling you, they make you fall in love with one guy, and then there's like I think there was one I watched where it was two guys that love the same girl, and they like make you hate this other guy. It's like he's stealing the girl away,
Oh my God.
and the other guy is like whatever. He's just like there, like feeling sad. They show like clips of him feeling sad, and then it ends up that the guy who you thought was stealing the girl actually was the new boyfriend who's helping her get over her dead boyfriend. And it was like,
Jesus Christ,
in a
what the
commercial,
hell?
in a commercial for chicken, man. I was like, what the? So
It's one of those. It was one of those band commercials, I'm assuming.
yeah. No, it wasn't banned. It's not banned.
It's not banned.
It's legit. No, it's legit. So it's like a Filipino food chain, right? So
Oh, okay.
I ended up getting all Filipino love on the video. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, this is cool. This is different. I want to see more of this. So they started recommending me more and more. And then one guy one day was like, yo, watch this singer. And this is not even a Filipino singer at this point. He's like, watch Dimash Kudaibergen. I'm like, okay, who the heck is this guy? And I watch it, and it's like, I think he's from Kazakhstan, and incredible talent. Like, and Marcelito Pomoya, another Filipino singer. I'm like, I'm learning all these new things. And it was just like, to me, I was like, okay, I'm stuck in this, listen to whatever's on the radio here, but there's so much more out there. And that's when my head exploded. I was like, holy crap, time to watch all this. And everybody jumped on. I guess they like my reactions. They like, a lot of people, they mentioned they like that I dance around and stuff, but I don't know, it's just how I feel when I'm listening to this stuff, you know? So, anyway, that's how we got that one started.
That's, so you pretty much started reacting to, like, doing reaction videos when reaction videos became big. Because I think the Fine Bros Entertainment YouTube channel.
Yeah, they're one of the first.
They were the first one, and all they did was they grabbed people from kids to teenagers to adults, and they make them to react from from music acts to your YouTubers, your recent events, or
I think the Fine Bros is a little bit different, and I think there's a lot of different reaction videos reactors out there. There's some like for the Fine Bros, whatever. I think originally they reacted, and then,
I think it was them that originally reacted,
which is kind of similar to what I do, but then they brought in that, okay, people want to see other people react. And I've had that success on my channel too. Like I had Nimaz on the channel, and he's a comedian. Yeah, he's on the channel. There's a video of him reacting, and it blew up. And I had another YouTuber on the channel with her family watching. Destroyed.
It's amazing.
My wife's been on the channel a few times. All her videos are way better than any of my videos in terms of views. So people like to see different reactions to the same thing, and that's what I'm noticing. So like I got to get Nic Sisti on the channel, I get Dante on the channel reacting because people like it, and I'm telling you.
No, of course. Some people may say, now I'm not saying this directly to you, but some people may say that doing a reaction video is kind of lazy, but at the same time, doing any type of video you can say is lazy, but if you put in, it depends how you are on screen, because I've seen some reaction channels that are just staying in one pose the whole time.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Which is, but they get views. Some of them get 500,000 views, and it's crazy.
You're gonna bait by the name of the artist, and that's not how I started. Like if you watch my channel, you're gonna see the people who I watched originally. You've never heard of them. Like maybe people in the other side of the planet have heard of them, but I guarantee you've probably heard of 2 or 3 of them. So I feel like not only does the channel, it might have things that are popular and worldwide popular, but I think that the stuff that I bring to the channel is new to the Western audience, and I feel like I am by reacting to it. I feel like I am pushing it to the Western audience, to people who might not have seen it, because I do have audience all over. Like if I go on my analytics, they're from literally every country. I don't even know how many are from. I know I have a lot of Filipino, but I have a lot in the U.S. and I have a lot in Canada too. I think those are the top 3, and UK is like 4 or something like that. But but what I mean is like it's very diverse, and I enjoy it. Like, it's not like it's I don't know, doing 3 videos a week with a full-time job too is pretty busy.
You know which channel has a really good reaction channel? The Sidemen. The Sidemen have a really good react channel.
Any of these big guys, though, like, you know what I mean? Any of these big guys, if they throw up a reaction channel as a side channel, they got editors. Like, you know what I mean?
Course.
I'm editing everything by myself.
Their editing crew is unbelievable. Like, KSI is editor for his side channel, because his JJ Tunje, his Reddit stuff, his editor Mo is fantastic with the way he edits.
When they get to that point, it's perfect, because then that's the best situation, because then you can film and you can worry about filming like basically good content. So
No, of course.
busy.
No, give me 1 second.
Okay, yeah.
Are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't come in here?
Well, just don't make noise, that's all.
The door makes noise.
Don't worry. Sorry, I got people
That's okay.
in the background.
No, it's okay. It happens.
Yeah, so I feel like guys like Sidemen and how they produce these videos, especially their reaction videos, is really top notch. And of course, when you have one of the biggest YouTubers in the last decade, maybe 2 decades,
KSI.
in KSI on there, it helps with the channel. Don't get me wrong.
It's a perfect situation. That's why we're doing the team thing here, right? Because if we can come up with ideas and then someone can help edit and someone can do this, you get better content.
Yeah. And this kind of helps answer the question when we just started this episode: is where do we see the Superstars channel go from? I see what Nelk has done in building the Full Send and then their own Full Send channel with MTV Jesse running it, and then I see Sidemen with their Sidemen Reacts. There are more Sidemen. And
I think so.
I can see us branching into something like that, maybe even more like a complex kind of channel, but more. Not out there, but more inclined.
Okay. You know what? We're going to bring the content. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
this channel, we're going to be bringing content. We're not going to be going dry. We have enough bodies, enough hands on deck here. Yeah. And we're going to be getting some content up, no matter what it is.
Yeah. We can build the float just with the 4 guys, the 4 stars.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that the Superstar's name is sick. Like, you guys, anybody watching is a superstar, like, come on.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be a superstar?
Yeah, exactly. Put that on the t-shirt. And basically, they're getting great content anyway for free on YouTube. So as the description says on the channel, to your viewers, you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I love it.
That's just trying to show our cocky side for the Superstars channel, make us a little arrogant in some way.
Yeah,
but
we're arrogant and edgy.
Yeah, but let's be honest, arrogant and edgy kind of brings you relevance because people don't like the goody two-shoes.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I'll let you all know a little secret. Nick and Dante and Cosimo, these guys are all softies at heart. They're all good boys, you know? They're good boys deep down.
Oh, yeah.
They would never hurt a fly, but
just don't bring up the Habs and the Leafs and we're fine. Because that's a whole other war.
Yeah, both garbage teams.
Aren't you a Habs fan?
No. A Flyers fan. Let's not talk about that right now, okay? We got COVID mid-season.
Well, that's all we got for the episode 2, guys. We'll see you guys next week. No, I'm kidding. Fuck, there's some Flyer fans in Canada I do not understand, but that's a whole other.
Every time I go see them play at the ACC or whatever you call it now, I'm never alone. I'm telling you that much.
No, I know. Yeah. Which is fine. I don't mind that. You ever seen a game in Philadelphia?
I've been multiple times. I've been to the Cup final in 2010 too.
Oh, that must have been hard for you guys.
Well, they won in overtime that game. It was their first finals win. I think it was in 30 years or something like that because they got swept 2 times before in the finals. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty huge. After the game, everyone was going nuts. But they're still down 2-1 to Chicago. But yeah, it hurt when they lost Game 6 that year. That's for sure.
No, of course. What was the atmosphere? Because I've heard stories of how they serve drinks or food wise
in the US. I don't know if it's just Philly or if it's an entire US thing. I've been to a couple games. I've been to Boston before and I've been to Philly because we did one trip where we went to both. But in the playoffs, in the Stanley Cup Finals, it was incredible. We were starting chants. It was literally incredible, man. It's way different. Everyone's going nuts. You can't move. You got people throwing food in the air. It was crazy. It was
Philly.
Epic.
That's a lot of pride and passion in Philadelphia.
Every opposing fan in that building, you knew where they sat. You knew when they were walking out. You knew when they were walking in.
Of course.
It was incredible.
I wouldn't be the guy that wears a Penguins jersey to one of those games.
No, exactly.
Battle of Pennsylvania.
They were calling Patrick Kane at the time Candy Kane. every time he stepped on the ice, and then someone had a Kane jersey and he was getting destroyed. You're not participating too much in it, but it was different, man. And the thing is, you pay for tickets there. I think we at the time those were expensive. That was
Stanley Cup final tickets.
I think I paid at that time upper bowl was $400, and then now it's probably way more than that. But
for sure.
2010, I think we paid $400, and it was all you can eat. You go to the you got a wristband. You go to the
Yes, yeah, I've
concessions.
heard something similar like that before.
All you can eat. You just go up and other times I've been regular season. There's this package they had at the time. It's called Lexus Club, and they have like a bar underneath the arena.
Yeah.
And you get access to that if you have these Lexus Club wristbands. You go down there, all you can eat, all you can drink. The only catch is you're only allowed to carry 2 beers at a time.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I could carry more than that at a time.
No, of
Yeah,
course.
that's funny.
No, see the States, they know how to do it when it
And
comes
those
to
were
sporting
$100.
events.
$100 for a ticket.
Wow.
And we were sitting like 7th row, regular season.
Yeah. I think the best I've spent tickets on, well, me and my brother-in-law, we went pre-COVID. We went to we're not Bills fans, but because I'm mainly a Pats fan, and to get tickets to Gillette Stadium, like the cheapest ticket was like around $1,000 or something.
Jeez.
They're just like, okay, let's just take a road trip to Buffalo and go to New Era Field. I think it's New Era Field. And we got tickets. We spent, I think, $80 Canadian a person.
Crazy difference, eh?
Right? So, and this was against the Baltimore Ravens. This was Lamar Jackson's MVP season.
Wow.
This was his MVP season. And we got to sit, and we bought the tickets a month or two in advance because it was for my dad's birthday. Because he's a Chargers fan, but he's been recently cheering for the Pats. Oh, you're a Chargers fan too?
Give me that Justin Herbert jersey.
Yeah, Herbert's amazing.
I've been to a game there too in San Diego.
Oh, I can imagine.
When they were in San Diego.
Of course.
Very hot. I was sweating.
Yeah, I was on the Lamar Jackson bandwagon. I'm still am. I don't care. I'm a big fan of him.
Lamar. I
I'm
got
a
him
big fan of
in my
Lamar.
fantasy. I got Lamar.
Yeah. So we go there, and I forgot to look at the seats, like where we're sitting.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how close we were.
Yes.
So we get there. I'm like, oh, we're right here. I'm like, oh no, and we keep going down. We're in between the halfway field and the touchdown zone.
Okay, perfect.
And we were near the Ravens bench. We were, I would say, 8 rows from the ground.
For $80.
I'm just like, and my dad looks at me. He's like, Nick, what the fuck?
You know what I'm thinking though? Because I had a similar experience when I went to San Diego. I think the lower you sit, because maybe you don't have that sight line for the whole field.
Right.
I don't know, maybe you had a different, but we got tickets right where the players ran out in the corner. So like in the Chargers, when they were in San Diego, they had flames come up in this area when they would run out, and it was hot. Like it was
I believe it.
It was like 40 degrees Celsius already, and then they're shooting fire off, and you're seeing the guys, and then the guys come up after practice and they come sign autographs and stuff. Like that's how close we were.
That's sick.
But I think because we were so low, like people pay to be higher up because you can see the game. But like why?
That would be interesting, but then nosebleed tickets would be through the roof if that was the case. If you're closer to the action, it'd be more money. But I guess I think I know what you're trying to say. It would make sense and thinking of it like
it's all about
that.
sight lines.
Oh my god, I keep saying like a lot. I'm like that other channel. Shit, sorry.
even when I went to the Winter Classic in Philly, it was the same thing. The lower you were, the less you paid. So I'm like, give me the lowest as possible, whatever.
Oh my god.
That was different.
If only that was like that here.
Yeah, no, never. Here they'll charge you to look at a wall just to say you were there. That's why I don't like this team.
Hey, don't blame the team. Blame MLSC.
Listen, the team is because of the fans, because they'll pay for it. That's why.
That's true. That's fucking true.
Yeah.
That is very true. But the highlight of that game was just being beside Buffalo fans, and this wasn't Buffalo.
Yeah, the atmosphere.
It wasn't Buffalo's like the people of Buffalo. These were Hamilton guys. And some Bradford guys. I kid you not. I feel like Buffalo fans rely on Canadian fans to come in and fill the stadiums more than they do. But the highlight of the game was the Buffalo fans screaming to Lamar, calling him a cousin fucker.
Oh, wow, really?
And the Ravens fans, 5 rows down that are hearing this, they can't even get mad because they're fucking dying of laughter. They just fucking keep chirping, Lamar is a cousin fucker.
And then he probably lit them up, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's close enough on the bench
he can hear.
I've seen the head turns. I'm like, sorry, Lamar. And then I'm the idiot at that time because I have him in fantasy. I had him at fantasy football at that time, his MVP season. And I think he scored a touchdown, and I fucking jumped out yelling. And my dad's like to me, Nick, sit the fuck down. You want to get us killed?
Do you know where you are? Do you know where you are?
Listen. It's a Ravens and Bills game. It's not like it was a Dolphins or Pats game. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? No, but the atmosphere in the States for sports alone is fantastic.
Yeah,
I think
it's better.
the only games I've been to are football games. I would love to see a college game, whether it's basketball or football.
I think
in the
I haven't
States.
seen college either, but I think it's because like they care about the fans more than they do here. Like here, it's all about
Right.
money. Here, it's about you got to
Exactly.
spend money, you got to buy concessions, you got to buy jerseys. There, it's about okay, let them get hammered before they come in. When they get in,
Yeah, the tailgate
let
is
them do what they
amazing.
want. Yeah, let them do whatever they want. Like you know what? In Philadelphia, actually, sorry to keep bringing it up, but they have an amazing setup. So I've been. Remember I was talking about that trip we went to see Boston. We saw Boston versus I think Columbus, and then Toronto, Philly, and Philly. But in Philly, it was when Doc Halladay was on the Phillies, and they were in the playoffs. So they're in the playoffs, and the stadiums is like literally like Wells Fargo's here, Lincoln's here, so like where the Eagles play, and then here is where the Phillies play. I forget the name of the stadium, but
Oh.
anyways,
I'm
there's
not
a
gonna
square. There's a square, and there's 4 stadiums like right next to each
Right.
other.
Right. Oh,
So-
all the stadiums are right there.
Yeah, so you can walk to them. Like they're
That's-
like literally down the street.
That's like Arlington and Detroit, because where the Tigers play and where the Lion, like Ford Field is right beside that ball
Right
diamond.
beside it. Yeah.
And in Arlington, it's the same thing. They have AT&T Stadium next to
Yeah.
the ballpark there. It's
So
pretty
imagine-
convenient.
So imagine October when you got, or October Sunday when you got the Eagles in town, you got a Phillies playoff game, and
The
you got
Sixers,
and you got the Flyers playing like
the Flyers,
a matinee. So we went. I think we had an afternoon game. The Phillies were playing that night, and I think this was a Saturday. And then the Sunday, the next day, the Eagles are playing. So
Oh
these
my
guys,
God.
they have a parking lot, massive parking. This is like tailgating all day, every day. Everyone's going nuts. They have all different jerseys on for different sports. It's incredible. It's amazing.
They're camping out in their cars with 3 sets of jerseys,
Yeah.
so
People
they're ready to go.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And during playoffs, like playoff baseball, that's when the Jays sucked, right? So
Oh,
we're
yeah.
we're cheering for Halladay because he used to be a Jay.
Yeah,
And-
Roy Halladay. Yeah, because didn't you go to the finals against the Yankees?
No, but this year they lost. They lost.
Yeah, that was the World
we
Series
were there
they
for
lost.
the elimination game. No, it wasn't even World Series. It
Oh,
was,
it wasn't the World Series.
I think it was like semis or something like that. But yeah, they lost, and it was. I remember we were sad. We were like, "Come on, what the heck?" We didn't even like that team. We're just there. We got
No, of
we got
course.
sucked into the
Of
the
course,
atmosphere,
yeah.
right? So yeah, no, it was funny. Yeah, so yeah, for baseball, Jays, football, Chargers, hockey, Flyers, basketball, Raptors. So I
Alright,
got
very good.
2 for 4.
Yeah, at least with Dante, at least you're not like Dante who changes his basketball team every couple of years.
I'm diehard. I go one
okay.
team. That's it.
Was it true that he was a Knicks fan and then a Trailblazers fan?
I have no idea. I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I heard some rumors speculating that because he was never like he refuses to cheer for the Raptors, which is funny because his hockey team is the same color as the Raptors if you think about
Yeah.
it.
Well,
So
I never watched. I never even knew he watched basketball until recently. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the history of Dante fan.
He
I
does know that there's no hockey sticks in basketball, so that's what kind of I wanted to clarify with that.
Yeah.
Of course. You since you like going to arenas and going to events for sports, you ever done any concert events?
Yeah, I've done concerts, but it's whatever the wife wants to watch or whatever nowadays.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah, back in the day, not really.
No, right? It was
No, I've been more sports. Spend my money there. Yeah. How about you? You seem like a big music guy.
yeah. I love music. I even done sports events too. Like I think my favorite sports event was going to England.
Oh wow.
This was my 22nd birthday. I traveled in England, Europe, went from Amsterdam, London, Manchester, and Dublin. We went to Manchester because I wanted to see a Man United game for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I got to go to Old Trafford with one of my best friends.
That's pretty sweet.
They lost, but still, it was
Yeah.
a great atmosphere. If you
Yeah,
want,
that's got to be good.
yeah,
That's different.
for a soccer game in England, like the English fans know how to chant and
that
they know how to
stadium
get
is
into the
massive
game.
too, right? Is it Wembley? Or
It's
no?
no, not Wembley.
no,
it's
not Wembley.
Old,
It's
Old
Old
Trafford.
Trafford,
One of the most iconic, probably the most iconic football.
I've seen videos
stadium.
on YouTube, people going through the where they change and stuff like that, change rooms and stuff. But because I think they do tours for that, right? Like
Yeah,
you
they
can
do
actually
tours for
go
that
in.
for sure. I think they do. There was an option for me to go. I saw a deal where you can go and do a tour, but I was like, if I just go to the stadium,
You're
like
going
go
to the
for a
game
game,
anyway. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Cool.
We kind of did screw up, I think. If we didn't go to London, if we waited, we stayed more in Amsterdam because this was during the semifinals of the Champions League.
Oh wow.
And they're in Ajax, who plays out of Amsterdam. Tottenham was playing the second leg the day after our last night in Amsterdam. We went to London, and the night before we left, we had Tottenham fans storm Amsterdam coming in because the second leg was in Johan Cruyff Stadium, and these guys, you know how the English they start chanting, like you just hear these the Spurs fans are going, "Oi!" when the Spurs come marching in, like that whole chant. So me and my friend, we're hammered. We're with a few girls. We're like, "Fuck, let's go party." We're like 4 Heinekens deep, and we're partying, and then all you see is we look across because we're literally on the red light district partying with these guys. They're taking over the canals. Like we're talking a herd of Spurs fans. And all you see is you look north, south, east, west of the canals on the red light district. Police.
Oh wow.
I'm just like my boy. I'm like, you know what? Next pub. Let's just go to the next pub.
Time to get out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what's gonna happen. Those guys they riot and stuff like that.
Oh
right?
yeah, those fans and like the Ajax fans they're like diehard fans. We went into a bar like a team club bar.
Oh yeah.
And we just right when we walked in, they looked at us head and tail like, "Who are you cheering for?" We're just like Ajax,
Really?
Ajax. It's like, yeah, you don't fuck with them in that in that country.
They love it. No, and they got massive stadiums, and like it's just different. You can even see a Euro Cup starting now. It's like the fans are, even though there's like I thought there was a full stadium today when I was watching the game, and then I look and you see the space. It's just how loud they are. They're ridiculous. Like it's way better.
Oh yeah,
it sounds full.
It's honestly a great feeling. Well, obviously, Rome Olympic Stadium. I think the atmosphere there is just enough to make it seem loud. Like Andrea Bocelli, who opened up the games with that beautiful Serenity, he just lit up. Like it wasn't even a Euro game. It was just it was the Andrea Bocelli show over there.
Yeah, exactly, and that's perfect setting right in Rome, right? So
yeah, when in Rome, right?
There you go.
Yeah. Where's the wife take you for concerts? Where does she drag you to?
I've been to U2.
Oh.
And we do Taylor Swift, believe it or not. I've been to every Taylor Swift Toronto concert for like the last 4 times.
Is your wife 25
She's a Swiftie. Yeah, she's a Swiftie.
She's a Swiftie, eh?
Yeah,
that's
what
funny.
they call it.
My first concert was a U2 concert, and I was in
That was a good concert too.
7th grade. So this was, I want to say 2009.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, at Rogers Center. It was actually, that concert was on the news because Bono brought a kid up on stage from the crowd, and they walked around the whole stage. And it went viral, and the kid was interviewed on Global News or something the next day. It was crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I think when we went, it must have been like 2014 or 2015. They had like a big, their stage was a big line in the middle of the Rogers Center.
Oh wow.
And they had like a screen, and in the background, like they had like all these designs going on in the background, like behind them. It was pretty epic. I don't know how to explain it, but it was pretty cool.
Right, of course. They definitely, I gotta say, is as good as seeing a concert like that. Rogers Center to me isn't the best for concerts. If you want to go for maybe for a rap concert or a pop concert, because certain artists of those genres don't really have like a setup as to a rock band.
You're talking like Budweiser, or you're talking like smaller?
I'm talking even Budweiser stage, or even if you go to the Danforth Hall for those kind of concerts. I went to see Intimate. Yeah, if you go to those little intimate, even the Mod Club there, those are, if you want to see some good rock shows, that
could be a good time.
Those small venues are perfect for that sound.
Back in the day, I went to Summer Rush from Z103, and they had I'm a big classic Euro guy, so like big time.
Oh, so you and my brother-in-law would get along very well.
Yeah, for sure. But like I was there in the thick of Euro. I remember Haiduchi, all these European, like they got a big turnout that time and at the docks. Incredible. Like that's probably one of the best concerts that I've been to, just because that's my jam, right?
Yeah, it's not the same now. It's not the same now. The Euro.
There's no way. It's not even close.
Not even
That's why it's called classic Euro, right? It's not Euro anymore.
No.
Yeah, but those songs still get you going. Like you hear them at a wedding or whatever, your blood pressure.
Of course, yeah. Your heart's beating really fast. Would you say the U2 concert's the best one you've been to?
In terms of production, maybe. Yeah. Taylor puts on a good show, man. She puts on a good show.
I believe it.
I've been to Bon Jovi. Who else have I been to? I've been to a few different ones.
Nice.
But no, U2 was definitely like the crowd. I would say that just because Taylor Swift has like a lot younger crowd and more like female, U2 was like more diverse.
Right.
And I don't know. It felt like a bigger thing, I guess, because more people like were into it. It's not just like little fans cheering it on. But concerts, like I'm be honest with you, concerts, unless it's like more intimate, like you said, I think.
Right.
They don't do it for me too. Like I've been to Maroon 5. Who else have I been to? I've been to like Nelly Furtado. I've been to random concerts, man.
Wow, Nelly Furtado.
Yeah,
wow.
I went to Nelly Furtado when she was like the theme song for either Euro or World. Was it Euro Cup maybe once?
I thought she's Canadian. Isn't she Canadian?
Yeah, but she's Portuguese Canadian, right?
Oh, okay, there you go.
So she had like
Furtado. Yeah, that's Portuguese.
Yeah, so she had the theme song for Euro Cup once, I think, and I don't know. That was that year that we went, and there was like soccer balls flying from the stadium. I don't know why we went to that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, yeah. No, concerts. You know what though? After all this, I think I'm gonna be going to as many concerts as I can if it's normal, right?
Yeah. But right before COVID hit, me, my sister, and my brother-in-law, we booked tickets to see Green Day with Fall Out Boy and Weezer. It was the Hella Mega Tour. And because of COVID, they had to postpone it. Yeah. And then recently they canceled the event, like the show in Toronto. So we're waiting on the refund. My heart was so broken. Because I may not listen to a lot of Weezer songs, but since the 90s scene for music for me is way up there for me, I would have gone just to see all three.
Yeah.
Right? Because I grew up to Fall Out Boy. I grew up to Green Day. Like that was my childhood. I grew up listening to American Idiot and then jumping over to Thanks for the Memories and you know, Sugar we're coming down. I think it's Sugar we're gonna go down from Fall Out Boy. You know.
No, but I
butchered it. I know.
They're bangers. Those are banger classic songs too, right?
The emo rock phase.
There's gonna be some kind of a tour after all this though. There's, like when SARS happened back in the day, they had that SARS event. I don't know if you remember at Downsview.
I think I was still too young. I think I was too young because I only remember H1N1, but even then
it was 2002 or 2003.
Yeah,
and they had
shit.
big time artists there. Like there was a tour and they were going around, and it was like AC/DC was there, like big time crowd. Like it was incredible.
I don't think any concert like event is ever going to beat the Live Aid for me personally.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched even online, especially with Queen.
Yeah, the Queen. I seen it with Freddie Mercury.
This may be my hot take, but I don't care what anyone says. Whoever disagrees with me do not know what live concerts are.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get one of those after this. That's happening. It's happening 100%.
Oh yeah, you play any instruments?
No, not me. I'm saying that it's gonna be like the biggest artists are gonna come out for this. There's gonna be a concert somewhere.
Oh yeah, for like a COVID relief concert.
Yeah, it's gonna 100%. It's gonna be every big artist will do it. Because they're going to raise so much money to probably help out the countries that aren't doing as well as us, right?
Yeah, but you would think they would have done that sooner.
Well, you can't. Right now, you can't congregate.
Right.
Once everyone's good, they're gonna do it, I think. Mm-hmm. If everyone gets good.
Definitely. Yeah. And I don't know who would be. It'd be mainly pop artists, and then the usual one or two nostalgic rock bands. I bet you'd
be like, Drake would probably go. It'd probably be big time guys too, like that.
He's doing something now. He's trying to start another live music event.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that guy's dipping in everything. He's dipping into everything.
Anything he touches turns to gold. His candles have been getting touched recently. His towels. Shit. A little inside joke with that one.
It's two-sided.
Oh yeah,
you can put it one way or the other way. And
exactly.
If you have a pool, no? It'd be perfect for you.
Oh yeah. No, I got enough towels for now, so
Yeah.
maybe I should get an OVO floaty.
You should make an owl floaty.
You know what would break the shopping internet world if OVO did a collab with Full Send,
Oh,
with the
yeah,
Full
true.
Send
Or like
brand,
any, you know
the
what? Though?
internet would break.
YouTube is too big, man. This thing here, people don't realize the
Yeah.
machine this is. Like you tell people I watch YouTube, they give you looks, but like trust me,
No, I know.
this thing here is powerful. Like a
Yeah.
little guy doing little reactions, getting 100,000 views on some videos.
Of course.
Like honestly,
Do you
How?
have? Yeah, I know. Some are crazy. Like Alex Warren, I never heard of, and now he's almost at 3 or more million
yeah,
subs.
you just gotta put the work in.
And
Put the work in.
he's
it'll
pretty
come.
much just took over for David Dobrik, pretty much, in whole. He just
I don't know the whole David Dobrik story because I never really got into him, but I know that he quit or whatever, and then people were coming out and talking smack about him or something, right?
yeah, look, yeah. Just to sum it up, I went over this a couple of times from previous, but I'll pretty much sum it up. So in March, it came out that one of his old colleagues that he used to do vlogs with, this guy Dirty Dom, he pretty much. So one of David's old vlogs, there was a video of him. They were doing. I thought it was a skit, to be quite honest, because a lot of David Dobrik's materials are like, little bits here and there, like little quick gags. And there's a video where Dom is trying to work his way into a threesome
Okay.
with these two chicks. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is good material. Let's see what this creep can do. So it ends up, he gets the two girls in bed, blah, blah, blah. All the Vlog Squad members, or some of them, were just taking a peek. It's like, oh, wow, yeah, they're actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And, apparently the vlog got deleted. And me looking at the time, I'm like, okay, this is whatever. This is comedy at the time. Not my favorite Dobrik vlog, but it was still pretty decent. And what happened was it came out recently that the girls, the girls were hammered and they were sexually groped by a Dom. Came out.
Wow.
Right? One of the girls was blacked out. Dom was taking advantage of her, and the other friend had to stop him by finishing him off. Really.
Wow.
And apparently they were convinced to get hammered or something along the lines of that. But
So
David,
he came out and said it. The guy
no, the
actually
girls
did?
came out and said it in an article. I think it was a BuzzFeed article or a different type of article. But it looks bad on David. Does he get most of the blame? No, he obviously doesn't get most of the blame for it.
Yeah.
But the problem is when he yes and no. We truthfully don't really know. He'll say, I don't know what really happened. Because it's not like he was in that room watching what happened, right? Mm-hmm. So, but there's been other shit that's been coming out with David. Because the problem is he released a Let's Talk video, not on his main channel or his second channel, his podcast channel, that gets the least amount of views. And then when the allegations became bigger, he decided to upload one onto his main channel. And this was back in March.
Yeah.
So the way he handled it, and I think he made that apology video because he started losing all his endorsements and sponsorships. He was supposed to start a new social media brand, company called Dispo, but he had to leave that or else Dispo would have gone under. Mm-hmm. But he was slowly gonna cripple,
these things don't last forever.
Cripple. Right, but the problem with David was, and Logan Paul even said
Suicide
this.
Forest.
Right. Well, but he recovered from that. So he has that whole experience of on the rise, and then he dropped and came back up. And David pulled a stunt on his set, and he was caught on camera. Like, he was making fun of him with the suicide video while Logan wasn't in that podcast room, because Impulsive's filmed on his property. And on a podcast, Logan just called him out. Like, David wasn't there, but Logan just said, pretty much Logan predicted that he will
something will
fuck
happen,
up.
right?
Something will happen. He will get fucked.
I wonder if Logan ever called those girls, say, "Yo, you should say something." Can you imagine? That would be hectic.
I don't know. But you can tell when David, though, he's mistreated a lot of his people, like Gabby Show and Trisha Paytas and Big Nick. Big Nick came out saying that he didn't want to do any more small jokes on David's channel, and David's like, okay, and he actually just ghosted him forever.
Wow.
You know, because David literally had Big Nick on his videos just to make fun of his height. The running gag was, let's make fun of his height.
He got butthurt.
Yeah, well, goes...
David got butthurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes to a point where you gotta, you know, I get it. Because at first the videos they're funny because David plays it off, you know, as this nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to show that he's this nice guy, but he comes off as an asshole doing some of the stunts he does.
Yeah.
Because once Liza came into the picture, Liza took over the thumbnails. Because originally he had Gabby in front of all of his thumbnails and, you know, saying rude things to her. Right? And then as soon as Liza went out of the picture, he used everyone else, pretty much. Notice that if you watch a compilation of his videos are relied on his guys getting hammered and doing random shit while he's filming it.
And he's normal, yeah.
And he's just chilled the whole time. He's going on Jimmy Fallon. He's going on Drew Barrymore.
He takes all the credit.
He takes the credit. Yes, it's on his channel. So if it's his channel, his content, by all means. But no.
And everybody knows that it's going there. It's not like it's a surprise.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they get the clout. They get the clout, and he gets the content.
I mean, yes, it's true, but you can just tell guys like Jason Nash. Like Jason Nash's solo channel is not good at all.
Yeah. No, these guys, they can't live by themselves. That's why you need a group.
Jeff is good. Jeff Wittick is really good. I haven't seen any. Heath and Zane have their own podcast, which is supposed to be a really good podcast, right? But that's really about it. Jonah, he's fallen off the face. A lot of them, it's kind of fucked up because you had this king of the vlog squad. If he goes down, the whole ship's gonna go down.
Yeah, they gotta find their own footing somewhere. Yeah. Whoever grabs onto the branch kind of thing, right?
This is why I really appreciate the UK scene with the YouTubers.
Yeah.
Clearly, they from KSI to Mini Minter, Zerka, like the whole Sidemen with Wardashaw, and then you got Calfreezy and Calix. Those guys.
Yeah, no drama.
No drama. Well, they did have that beef in 2017 in the Sidemen beef, and that's where all those diss tracks came out.
Yeah.
But they made up for it. Well, I mean, in all fairness, when you're getting dissed by Harry, aka Wardashaw, you don't come back from that. I'm sorry.
No, but no, it's the scene's growing for sure, and I guess we went on a huge tangent here, but basically that's what this is all about, right? But we're trying to make something here that can be special, and we can get a nice following, and everybody can be a part of it. And I think just like the reaction channel, we want to listen to the comments. We want to put out content that you guys want to see.
Eventually, we'll be on streaming platforms too, but right now we want to push out the content on YouTube for now, and then eventually we'll be available on streaming platforms just for the podcasts alone. We got some vlog opportunities in the works. I got a lot of ideas we can do. So it'll be a fun show. We'll be probably next to Raga. You know, they're almost at 900. They're on pace for 1,000. Their recent video, because they've been following the COVID restrictions, they went the majority of 2020 just by,
and they grew still,
or 2021 just by doing video and gameplay and then doing all their videos through Zoom.
Good for them.
Which, don't get me wrong, it's a grind, but they went through it and they've been consistently good. I gotta say, Dave, Angelo, Matt, and the other one, I can't. Wow, if they watch this, they're gonna be very embarrassed. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure this name is right. Michele. There we go. You know, the four Pisons right there.
Actually,
one of them's Greek. What am I saying? So,
hey,
by the way, speaking of Raga, because I know I have a boxing match in the works with Mr. Angelo over there.
Hey, you're gonna have to get you some training over here.
I know. I got Dante, you know, the black belt karate man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be training a little bit of me, and you know, I'm just waiting on a date. I know it's supposed to be August when we're supposed to do this boxing match, but at Angelo, I'm waiting for a call out. So, you know, give me a date and we're there. Joe's gonna be my hype man coming down. He'll be like my Paul Heyman.
Yeah, I'll be the manager.
Yeah. You got to introduce me like Paul Heyman introduces Brock Lesnar into that.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be funny.
Yes. So, Angelo, hurry up with this date so we can do this.
Yeah, let's get it going. What are you waiting for?
I'm
Come on,
looking
Nick's
directly.
ready.
I'm looking directly at the camera because I'm calling you out. Let's do it.
Nick is ready to go. All right. So anyway, and then we'll see where it goes from there because I need to get into some boxing matches. I think everyone's boxing. Why aren't I boxing?
Yeah, I know. I think I should box Wiz Khalifa since he's getting in on it too
Open
now.
challenge.
I go against it. I'll go against Chad Ochocinco.
Wow.
I don't really care.
Yeah, who wants Nick right now? Because he's ready to go.
I want
he's
the
ready.
smoke. I don't care. I want the smoke.
He's got the training.
I'll let you take the W too. I don't care. I'm not into the if no one gets knocked down, go to decision. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Or we go into overtime. We keep
OT.
going until someone drops. I don't care.
There must be a winner.
There must be a winner. There you go.
Be a winner.
Exactly. I'll fight all comers. I'll start with KSI. I'll work my and you know.
I think you got this.
Definitely.
Easy.
Yeah. Jake. I'm sorry. Until he fights an actual boxer, I don't think he's that good.
Hey.
Listen, I can look good ripping paper because paper can't rip me back.
Yeah.
So
that's true. They got money. They got trainers, right? So that's the thing. You don't know. You don't know.
But here's the thing with that. At least
too small of a sample size.
Yeah.
Too small.
Logan, at least he fought Floyd Mayweather. Whatever your opinion is on the fight, Logan at least fought a boxer.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Can I say my opinion on that? Because this is probably what a lot of people are going to want to hear. Probably from this entire podcast, because I think people are watching these types of videos. I think, and I could be completely off base and wrong, but if I followed correctly when he was fighting KSI, I think maybe the first time or second time, he was training with Floyd's gym or Floyd's trainers or something like that.
Something like that, I think.
So to me, in my head, I always have those gears like, he needs a comeback story. Maybe there's been some chatter beforehand, like, yo, let's get in the ring, we'll make cake, like something like that. Mm-hmm. I won't knock you out. Or like, they have this understanding. Let me go the distance, and you'll still win. Everyone will know you still won the fight. We'll have no judges, and then I can put it off as I went the distance with Floyd. I think there was something to it beforehand. I think it might have been.
I believe so. Logan won just by getting that fight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I think that's what his whole thing was.
Love or hate the guy, he really knows.
I was the biggest Logan Paul fan. I'm telling you. Before Suicide Force, that was the biggest. I used to watch everything.
His OG content was on another round.
It was different. That's what.
But I gotta say, he made a comeback.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He made his mistakes.
I watched the fight. I don't know, everyone. You know what I mean? Like, he got me to watch the fight.
No, I would rather pay for a Logan Paul fight than watch Jake Paul for free. And
I think Logan KSI. I don't know if that's settled still. Like, I know that they say, okay, KSI won it, but did he win it? Logan hit the guy in the back of the head and he got a 2-point deduction. Like, did he win it? You know what I mean?
I mean,
no deductions. What's the fight? Like, that's what
that was still on Logan, no matter what.
I think they should have a go, like you just said. Go until you get knocked out. Somebody go until someone's knocked out.
Yeah, but even KSI lost points too that night.
I think KSI might still win it because he seemed like he had the endurance. I don't think Logan has that endurance. He still didn't have it against.
Logan does have the endurance. It's just Logan wasn't smart in that fight.
Could be.
That's the thing. And KSI is getting traded by Vidal, like part of Vidal's crew, who's another pro and young boxer.
It just looked like he could keep going forever, and it looked like Logan was gassed.
The trainer that trained Logan Paul, that weird one, that old weird big guy.
Yeah, I don't like him that much.
Yeah, he was a boxer. The guy that trained that boxer trains Vidal and KSI. So they knew the fight pattern.
Yeah.
Right? And KSI is a great boxer. The guy can do everything. Yeah. The guy can YouTube, play FIFA. He can rap.
He was a bull, that guy. Yeah. That guy, it was like Logan said, he fought with his head down and he just throwing bombs. How do you hit him? You know what I mean? He's unorthodox.
No, of course.
I don't know. I'd still like to see a part 3, but I don't think
part 3 wouldn't make sense. A part 3 wouldn't make sense. I think
for KSI, no one would never make sense. Why would he do it?
He already won. He doesn't need to prove it. If Logan won and KSI won, then go for the rematch. That's the only time a third match should happen. But if the first one was a draw and then the second match there was a winner, there is no point.
Yeah.
KSI wins. So,
He has to fight someone else again, though. Like, come on, you can't just quit.
KSI's next opponent is going to be Jake Paul, or he's going to have a tune-up with Bryce Hall.
I think he'd smoke Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Jake's not as good as
hasn't
Logan.
been tested. The one who gave him the most test was Deji. All Deji needed to do was not be high on shrooms and train a little harder, and he would have beaten Jake.
Jake's not as good as Logan. It's not even close.
No, I think Logan would actually beat Jake. Jake's got some power.
Fight.
Jake's got power punches. But that's it. He doesn't. I don't see any I have not seen any good combos from his fights.
If you watch the fight,
with Nate Robinson,
he's sloppy. Those guys are sloppy too.
Ben Askren, even with Gibb. Even with Gibb, he didn't really have any combos against Gibb. His form is.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The form's not there.
The guy's athletic. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
He has no defense. No one's really giving him a threat.
Yeah.
The closest was Deji, but that's about it. But that's because Deji was just lazy.
And he could take the punches.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching the Stars Podcast, Episode 3, with myself, Nic Sisti, and of course, the co-host today is Joe Greto, leader of Greto Superstar in the branch. Right here, man. We got the Grandmaster. Yeah, the floating star right here.
It's a star.
The Grandmaster Joe Greto. And we're signing off, baby. Stars Podcast. See you guys next time.
Subscribe.